Breaking news: Manchester City faces a captain crisis. The future of their inspirational leader, Bernardo Silva, is in question, and we're diving deep into how Pep Guardiola's squad could possibly replace him. With 18 trophies and a legacy built on grit and brilliance, Silva's potential departure leaves a massive void. We'll break down the tactical genius and unwavering spirit that makes him so hard to replace and explore the ripple effects of his possible exit from the Etihad. Next up, a historic derby showdown that could decide the WSL title race. Manchester United and Manchester City are set to collide at Old Trafford in a match with massive implications. City is 8 points clear at the top, but United is fighting to hold onto their top 3 status. We've got the team news, the form guide, and the crucial factors that will determine who walks away with bragging rights and who inches closer to domestic glory. And is a midfield revolution brewing at the Etihad? Exclusive reports reveal Manchester City is targeting not one, but 2 blockbuster midfield signings. We're talking about a potential £190 million overhaul, with names like Sandro, Tonali, and Elliot on the radar. With Rodri also linked with a move away, City is preparing for seismic changes. We'll uncover the details of these ambitious plans and what it means for the future of Manchester City's engine room. Finally, a surprising sighting links Manchester City's sporting director with a former Manchester United manager. Hugo Viana was spotted playing paddle with Ruben Amorim in Lisbon, just months after his Old Trafford sacking. What does this unexpected meetup mean? We've got the scoop on this intriguing connection and what it could signal for the coaching landscape. All that and more, right here on News. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
You don't replace him, he is in many ways irreplaceable. Manchester City's captain, Bernardo Silva, is more than just a player. He's the heart and soul of Pep Guardiola's trophy-laden dynasty. With 18 pieces of silverware hoisted since 2017, Silva's influence is immeasurable, but his future at the Etihad is uncertain. His contract is ticking down, and rumors swirl about potential moves to Barcelona, Juventus, or even clubs in America. This isn't just about replacing a midfielder. It's about how City can possibly fill the void left by a player described as Guardiola's most trusted lieutenant and his coach on the pitch. Silva's tactical intelligence, positional versatility, and relentless work rate are unparalleled, making him a linchpin in City's system, adapting to defensive duties and orchestrating the press with masterful precision. Former City players and analysts agree. Replacing Silva's unique blend of leadership, effort, and adaptability is a monumental task. His ability to drop deep, influence build-up play, and dynamically adjust pressing strategies, as seen in crucial matches against Leeds and Liverpool, highlights why Guardiola has such weakness for him. The question remains, can any new signing truly replicate the essence of Bernardo Silva? Will Manchester City find a way to navigate the post-Silva era, or is this the beginning of the end of an era? And speaking of massive clashes, get ready for a derby that could decide the WSL title. It's a historic derby that could decide the WSL title race. The stage is set for a monumental clash as Manchester United host Manchester City at Old Trafford in a Women's Super League derby with championship implications. Manchester City, sitting 8 points clear at the top, are on the cusp of domestic glory, aiming for their first league crown since 2016. They arrive in formidable form, fresh off a thrilling 5-2 victory over Tottenham, where Khadija Shah etched her name in WSL history with the fastest hat-trick ever recorded. City also boasts an impressive record at Old Trafford, remaining unbeaten in their last 2 visits. Meanwhile, Manchester United desperately needs a win to secure their top 3 status, with only 3 points separating them from 4th-placed Arsenal. Despite a midweek European defeat, United has been a formidable force at home, securing 6 consecutive victories. However, their WSL derby record against City at home is a concern, with only 1 win since May 2023. Key players like Elliot are sidelined for United, while City welcomes back 4 international stars from the Asian Cup. With City's dominant league record and United's strong home form, this derby promises high stakes and intense action. Can Manchester United pull off a shock and derail City's title charge, or will the citizens march closer to the crown? Stay tuned, because next, we're diving into a potential £190 million midfield overhaul at the Etihad. Manchester City are ready to position themselves firmly in the hunt for Sandro Tonali as they prepare to overhaul their midfield with two blockbuster Premier League deals totaling a combined £190 Get ready for seismic shifts at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City is reportedly gearing up for a massive midfield rebuild this summer, targeting two high-profile Premier League talents, Sandro Tonali and Elliot. This ambitious plan, potentially costing a staggering £190 million, comes as the club anticipates the departures of key figures like Rodri and the influential Bernardo Silva. Sources indicate that City's sporting director, Hugo Viana, is making a strong play for Newcastle United's Sandro Tonali, who is also attracting interest from Manchester United, Arsenal, and Chelsea. While Tonali hasn't explicitly pushed for a move, his representatives are actively exploring options, and a return to Italy seems unlikely given Newcastle's hefty asking price. City is also believed to be closing in on Nottingham Forest midfielder Elliot. The potential exit of Rodri, who has reportedly expressed interest in a move to Real Madrid, further underscores the urgency for City to revamp their midfield. This transfer saga is rapidly unfolding, with City potentially offering players like James Trafford or Rico Lewis to sweeten any deals with Newcastle. The Etihad is set for a significant transformation. Will these blockbuster signings reshape Manchester City's midfield dominance, or will rivals swoop in? And in a surprising turn of events, a former Manchester United manager has been spotted with a key City figure. Former Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has returned to the public eye in Lisbon, months after his dismissal from Old Trafford. In a surprising twist, former Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has been spotted enjoying a game of paddle in Lisbon with none other than Manchester City's sporting director, Hugo Viana. This unexpected meeting comes just months after Amorim's 14-month tenure at Old Trafford was brought to an end in January following a disappointing run of form. The pair, who share a history as former teammates at Braga and a professional connection with Viana appointing Amorim at Sporting CP, were seen at the Paddle Expo Club. While Amorim's time at United concluded under a cloud, his reputation among former players remains strong, with Matthias Cunha recently defending his character and contribution. Despite being linked with various high-profile roles across Europe since his sacking, Amorim appears to be in no rush to return to management, recently attending the Qatar Open. This public appearance with a key figure from a rival club has sparked intrigue about potential future connections or simply a friendly reunion. What could this unexpected encounter between Amorim and Viana signify for the future? We'll recap all the top stories and tell you how to stay connected with us. And that's a wrap. We've covered the potential captain crisis at Manchester City with Bernardo Silva's future uncertain. We've seen a historic WSL derby that could decide the title race between Manchester United and Manchester City. We've explored a massive midfield rebuild on the horizon for Pep Guardiola's side with major transfer targets. And we've witnessed a surprising link-up between a former Man Ut boss and a Man City chief. Don't miss out on any of our breaking news. Hit that like button, subscribe to news, ring the notification bell, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Plus, follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content.